Which is the reason why are you here in Jacksonville?
Well, first things first, Jacksonville is home, so it's always great for Pope to be in town, enjoying his home, his family, his friends, but more importantly, tonight is a special occasion, if you will, TNA Wrestling. That's total nonstop action, that is. We are here, and we're going to give the fans of wrestling and entertainment in general, we're just going to give them something a little special, a little different, something that they've never experienced before, and that's TNA up close and personal.
Hey, speaking of special, last night you had something special. The Supernatural came out. You had a blind guy that got he can see now. You got a guy who was in a wheelchair and now he can walk now. And you got a fat lady. She now like losing weight. She don't have to go in Jenna Craig. What's up with that, man?
Let's not refer to her as fat. Let's just refer to her as hefty. Big boned. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Pope has been known to perform a lot of miracles, and that's back to my upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people know Pope's background, and I like to take that background. I like to incorporate it into what I do. And last night, Spike TV, 9 p.m. every Thursday night, TNA Wrestling, Impact that is, Pope decided to reach out and touch some people in a very special way. And you know what they say, man. When you come around Pope, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen. You don't know exactly what's going to go down. But one thing's for sure, you will not leave the same way that you came. And it was evident last night on Impact, Daddy. The blind man saw. The lame man walked. The fat woman, she's still fat, but hey, man, I'm not the big man upstairs. I'm just Pope, Daddy.
Amen about that.
Amen to that, Daddy.
Yes, sir. Okay, another thing, professional wrestling and being a TNA superstar is one of the sought-off more, I should say, occupation that people want to do, So, can you tell me, what do people have to expect when they want to enter in this field of whatever?
Well, I think that when it comes to wrestling and the entertainment avenue, there's a lot of people, whether they be young or older, a lot of people are looking to expand their horizons. A lot of people are looking to get into that field of entertainment, and that field more specifically right now being wrestling. One thing that a person first needs to do is have determination. You have to have your determination. Let nothing sidetrack you, and you have to have. That's not my music right there.
That's not your music. No, that's not your music.
I used to do something back in the day. I'm not too good with it right now. But I think it's very important that each individual that is looking to get into the world of professional wrestling to make sure that they do something that even Pope is continuing to do right now, and that's finish school. You understand what I'm saying? Even now, as I travel the world on planes and limousines, cross country, Pope travels with a book bag, and in that book bag, Pope has his school that he continues to do and advance his education. So those specifically that's looking to get in, I first say get that, lay out a 12-step process, 6-step process, to know how you want to get from point A to point B, because oftentimes the quickest way to point A to point B is a straight line, but you're going to have a detour every now and then. So you need to know, what am I going to do if I have that detour? So when it comes to the world of wrestling and one trying to get into the world of wrestling, they need to first seek out, after they've done what needs to be done, then the next step is to seek out a school, research a wrestling school that's going to give you the type of training that you need. Research who's training. Make sure that these are not people that's not going to rip you off. Make sure they're accredited. You understand? Make sure that they've made money in this business so they can teach you what needs to be done, properly train you. And then, much like any apprentice, you gotta grind till you get to where you want to be.
Okay. You got stopped at Columbus, Georgia, because I used to work at Columbus, Georgia, and that TV station up there in that market up there. I also talked to the founder, Jeff Jarrett. He said that if you want to get in this business, get in this business for a passion, and if you get in this business for money, you're not going to last long.
And that's very true from Jeff Jarrett, another great performer in the world of wrestling and part owner of TNA. The founder of TNA, that is. What a lot of people don't understand is that this is not something that one can just decide they want to do. This has been a lifelong dream for Pope. So it was something, like I said previously, I wouldn't allow to die. I wouldn't allow anything to sidetrack me. 5 years in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, 3 years in amateur boxing, and a lot of it really is about right place, right time. And the right place, right time for me was putting someone into the jail and getting on the internet while I was waiting for the guy to get booked, and I ended up seeing an opportunity to go and try out for WWE's first developmental camp. I did that, and look, man, for a whole year, Pope had no income coming in. Okay, Pope lived off of rice and tuna fish. You understand? Just making sure my necessities were met. Everything else just had to wait. And I trained, I grind until finally, a year later, I got what I wanted, and that was my first ever professional wrestling contract. So if anyone's just getting in it for the glitz and glamour, they're not going to last, because as any job, this has ups and downs, man. But I got to tell you, those aches, those pains, you know, those bumps, those bruises, man, they come by relatively easy in this business, and they last a long, long time. So when you're waking up in the morning, you rolling out of bed, and you go, good grief, where this comes from, you know, it kind of make people second guess whether or not they want to be into it. And if they don't have the heart, the desire, and the passion, and the love for this business, they won't last, Daddy. They won't last.
Okay, final question, I'll let you go. The shows is coming up, and I want to be there in Atlanta, my hometown, and I'll be sitting 9th row. How does it feel to I saw you in Detroit for WrestleMania 23. How does it feel to be out there over 80,000+ fans?
Well, you know, that was really a huge accomplishment in my life as well, because unbeknownst to a lot of people, that was the second largest crowd in WrestleMania history when I performed there. You know, the only one that was bigger than that, I believe, was the one with Andre and Hogan. So to be on, you know, that card in my rookie year, you understand, that was very, I mean, it's nothing like it. And I mean, the same thing here with TNA Professional Wrestling. When we're just around just amped up rabid fans, it's just great. The energy, you know, a lot of people see you backstage before you go out there, and they wonder how you're going to get through. But Daddy, when that music hit, and those fans are, whether they're cheering or booing, whatever, that energy that's coming in, man, it does a whole nother thing to you. So you can imagine what it's like to be in front of 80-something thousand people, you know, legit 80-something thousand. And I was overwhelmed, man. It was quite an honor. I remember going up to Undertaker, you know, and just shaking his hand and telling him thank you. And you know, I just got overcome with emotion. And he grabbed me and said, "Kid, that's the passion we like to see," and it held me there for a moment. So it was great, man. There's nothing like this business, and you gotta love people to do it. You gotta love people, and that's why I do it. I love people. I love to entertain people. I love to help people. I love to influence people. That's what Pope stands for. Positively over-influencing people everywhere. That's Pope, Daddy.